Adam Jernigan, and this video is meant to document the field experience that I completed for the Education Specialist Program in Instructional Technology for Coastal Carolina University. I conducted my field experience at Horry County Education Center, an alternative program with Horry County Schools. The purpose of my field experience was to create a training for the teachers of Horry County Education Center that would incorporate technology into their classroom management plans, focusing on academics and behavior management. While at this school, I have been an advocate for the use of LandSchool and learning management systems such as Google Classroom, especially with the alternative models such as this one. This field experience offered me the opportunity to create a training program for teachers to become infected with my love of these programs. My mentor, Ms. Kendall Hughes, is the instructional coach for Horry County Education Center. During our meetings, we established what the purpose of this training was going to be, while also discussing some areas of concern that were being presented by teachers. These classroom management tools were found to be the most prevalent areas of need, making them the best options for HCEC teachers. The needs assessment was developed by my mentor. After our first meeting, she began looking at the conversations that she had been having with the teachers of Horry County Education Center. At our second meeting, her first comment was LandSchool. LandSchool was the biggest need for her teachers. We discussed it and decided to add the Google Classroom and their current Gimme 5 initiative to create an overarching theme of digital classroom management. Even though I did not complete the needs assessment, I did find it pertinent to do an experience assessment. That experience analysis was meant to help me gain a better understanding of the teacher's prior experience with these tools. This was done using Google Forms and was distributed to all the teachers at Horry County Education Center. They were given a week to complete the survey and return it. Once the deadline passed, I analyzed the data and used it to better tailor the presentation, exploiting their weaknesses for growth. My development workflow followed the following steps. First, I had my initial meeting with my mentor. We discussed our topic and the needs assessment for her staff. Next came my experience assessment deployment, experience assessment analysis, the presentation development, development of the screencast resources, the evaluation development using Google Forms, the review of the materials, final edits, and then finally a meeting with my mentor for initial presentation and comments. Then we had the deployment of the field experience training and my final reflection. When working with adults, I find that it's very important to make sure that the topic is one that they view as important to them. This is why the needs assessment is very important, and I find the experience assessment very important when it is a viable option. These assessments help to make sure that the information being presented are relevant to the audience and a good use of their time. Once the presentation was concluded, the teachers involved were given an opportunity to provide feedback using a Google form. The questions that were included were designed to produce constructive feedback that I can take in and use to improve any future trainings that I may be a part of, as well as provide future support for areas that may have lacked in clarity. The evaluation data shows that the training was a positive experience for nearly every participant. I did receive some feedback on presentation techniques that would help make the information more palatable to future participants. One praise that was included was the screencasts that I provided them with for future troubleshooting incidents. My management of this project focused around mentally preparing for the topic, and researching the procedures needed for teachers to meet with success. Once these steps were completed, the development of the presentation and its resources went very smoothly and quickly. I have found that my workflow on these projects works the best when I spend an appropriate amount of time planning and researching the topic before I truly start creating the presentation and its resources. Scheduling the presentation was my biggest issue, and I wish I would have scheduled it sooner. I would have liked a little more time for the final video, but this is one thing that happens in these real life situations. Unforeseen situations come up and you have to adapt to the situation that you've been presented with. For me, this project will continue because I will continue to work with the teachers at Horry County Education Center with the implementation of these tools. My next step will be to incorporate some one-on-one training for struggling teachers who need a little extra help. This will involve a quick check-in to check progress so that I can make a list of the teachers who need more help and provide more intense training for those that are having difficulties. Oftentimes, you're dealing with a wide range of experience levels that may require more chunking within the registration process. And by chunking, I'm referring to creating multiple sessions, one for beginners, one for intermediates, and one for experts. That way the presentation can be tailored to the audience's experience level and make it more meaningful to each group of learners. Scheduling is also a nuance that can be hectic while conforming to so many other people and organizations' schedules. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Coastal Carolina University, to thank the professors of Coastal Carolina University, Horry County Schools, Horry County Education Center, and most importantly, my mentor, Ms. Kendall Hughes, for affording me the opportunity to complete this field experience, gain a level of understanding that no textbook could really provide. To them, I would truly like to say thank you, and I'll see you next time.